Listen, I'm I understand the pick. I do. I understand the pick. And the fact that we got 2 second round picks, we can, get a dog in defensive lineman. I think at that point, and I think that it was a good pick because he was the best quarterback out there. We know that we got Cousins for another 3 years, but coming off an Achilles situation, we got to understand it's going to be some rehab on that, and you got to, you have to be comfortable around your feet. You got to, last thing that you want a quarterback to have is happy feet. That's the last thing you want to have because he's gonna be tight on his throws. He's gonna be tight on his throws. He's gonna undermine the throw or either overthrow it. It's gonna be one or the other. If he undermine it, that's gonna be a pick six. So you got to look at it from a standpoint of you giving this kid 2 years to come in and develop and to understand the system. And at that point, that way they can ease them in, allow for them to do some of the things that they need to do, and then they can work them in on a couple of plays. So I think it gives them an opportunity to come in and really learn. I like the development, because coming in a couple of years, you're talking about with the targets that we have, they all young and they together. So they're gonna get time and they're gonna get their energy together to the point where it's gonna be an offensive juggernaut. So hey, listen, I understand the pick. I do. Listen, I'm doing as a celebratory light, I'm doing a La Aurora. This is the Sapphire. I told you, it's creamy. It's a Connecticut blend. It's light. But it's packed full of flavor. Full of flavor. It's an expensive cigar. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about anywhere between the range of, 25 to 28 a stick. Some people will sit back and they will say, hey, listen, I don't see the difference between the two, And maybe I'm not trying to say this to be anything negative, but sometimes people haven't developed their palate out for them to be able to understand the difference between a $10 cigar to a aged $20 cigar. That the tobacco's been aged 5 to 10 years, 20 years, and things like that. So when you start talking about that type of tobacco, that type of cigar, you got to be able to understand what your palate is, and your palate is going to determine you being able to tell the difference between those notes. You'll be able to identify, okay, I taste the caramel, I taste the oaky, I taste the earthiness, I taste the spice, I taste the pepper, I taste the white pepper, I taste, all of these different things that comes with this cigar. And I think that we have to be able to sit back and I learned to relax with this. It's not a race. It's not a speed race. When I can sit back and I can enjoy a cigar, a really good cigar with someone, I might not even know that person. But guess what? I'm so relaxed, whereas I can sit back, I can have a conversation with someone, and who knows, we may can do some business together. You know what I'm saying? But it puts you in that frame of mind to the point where you allow for energy to come into you, and you allow for you to be able to decipher, okay, hey, this is a good person. I need to see, how this relationship is gonna pan out. And go about that vetting process. You know what I'm saying? So I think that once you can identify those particular situations, you can become a better networker. You can become a better component to be able to have conversations and talk about something that is very unique. let's be realistic. A lot you don't see a lot of advertising for cigar brands. You don't see anything. So a lot of the stuff that we're dealing with, is word of mouth. Oh man, I recommend this, I recommend that. A lot of people ask me for recommendations, and one thing about it, I'm gonna always listen to what it is that a person is asking. Are you a beginner? Are you a novice? Are you, someone how many do you smoke a week? Because those are important questions that need to be asked to a person that's trying to come into this industry. You don't want to turn someone away in a situation where they can become. This might be something that can be a saving grace for them. It can be an opportunity for them to change their lives, for them to learn how to relax and be in a space of their own. So it has its derogatory situations on it, but it also has some positive notes to it also. So, I just want to make sure that people understand this whole concept. Listen, live life, enjoy life, be positive, be really positive. You know what I'm saying? Go Falcons, go Dogs, go Jackets, go Braves, Thrashers. Even the Thrashers ain't here no more. Go Thrashers, whatever. Anything that's Atlanta born and Atlanta bred. You know what I'm saying? When it's my time, it's going to be ATL all the way through. So, shout out, everyone that's down with the A, who's here. Enjoy the city, understand the complexities of the city, and understand, just don't get caught up in here, because it's a different space. You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand that. But smoke well, my friends. Enjoy.